And we are live. Hello, friends. I hope everybody's having a great weekend. Um, it's been a good weekend, but I'm really tired and I probably look like that. Not sick or anything, just tired, just drained. But we're
Hello.
here for the vibe of the week, so I'm getting it all
Hello,
together.
our friend at the Paranormal Experiencer, Michelle. How are
Hey,
you?
hey. All
How,
right.
how are you?
All right. So, shall we start vibing? You ready to vibe?
Let's vibe.
We need
I'm
some we need
I
some intro vibey music.
well, I did have that intro, but it didn't want to play.
Oh.
But we'll have to try it again. Hi, Joanne.
Okay. Yeah, we need to get some really, anyway, all right. And you don't want to hear me sing. Really, you don't. Okay. So, let's talk about this week. Okay. Oh, there's a few more. Hello, hello,
Hello.
hello. All right. So this is a weird feeling um, uh, week for me that's coming up. And I didn't know if part of it, sometimes it's how I feel, what's going on for me, but then that also, generates out into what's going on with the collective as well. But I just feel like um, it's about kind of taking care of yourself. It's about stepping up. I feel like there's a lot of stuff going on, and you all know that. You all don't even watch the news. I beg you, don't do it. My husband had it on, and I could just feel it in every cell in my body was like, just leave the room. And I'm like, I can't watch the news. And it feels like that. Now I feel like that because obviously I'm an empath and a sensitive and that kind of stuff, and everybody feels that way that's probably watching this. But it's not just us who are highly sensitive people. It's everybody is feeling that. And unfortunately, I keep hearing some really sad and tragic stories about people that I may have not known very well, but are in, more the line of acquaintance or someone that works with someone that I know, third party kind of thing. But they are not. They're having a really hard time coping with what's going on, and so some of them are deciding to leave, by their own hand, and it's just really sad to me. It's really sad. So I feel like we really need to take care of ourselves. And we really need to know that, all of us together can support each other and raise that vibration and stay away from the things that are negative and or things that don't make you feel good. Just avoid them. There's enough of it out there. We don't need to enmesh ourselves in that. And we just need to stay out of that. And we need to focus on our light and being that light for others as well and holding that space. So the cards that I wanted to pull some earth cards um, by the Stephen Farmer deck because oops, ugh, okay, these ones are flying out at me because I feel like that there's gonna be needing for grounding and just kind of stepping into that energy. Oh, okay. Well, wind activation, if you can see that. Okay. All right. Well, and sometimes, when we think of wind, I don't know why this came to me, but I just thought of this hot air.
Oh, it's
There's
so
a,
funny. That's funny you were saying it because I was saying, blow, hot air,
yes,
Yeah.
there is a lot of hot air out there. And again, don't be a part of it. Don't don't get involved in it. Don't be there yourself. Don't listen to it. Don't react to it because also wind can be a beautiful thing. And with activation, it could be something new that's blowing in. So if we can kind of hold on to that, because the other card that went with it is fairies and earth magic. And this is, I love this because yes, this is just a perfect card for the experience that I had this week. Fairies is right up there. So
Enchanted.
enchanted, yes. So let that wind that's blowing in, let it blow in something beautiful. Let it blow in that magical fairy feeling, because that's, we need more of that. We need more of that to collectively raise that vibration for all of us. We need the magic. We need to be able to show people for ourselves that it's possible to
And my
still,
magic card. That's
yes,
one of my cards for the year is the
yes.
magic. Yes.
And it's possible to feel the magic even in the really hard times for us. And that's what we have to hold on to. We have to hold on to that there is magic. And, with that activation, and I feel like transformation and that hot air blowing in, um, sometimes we have to be maybe a little bit more conscientious about holding that on for ourselves, and doing the things that we need to do that support ourselves and our self-care. I'm going to pull one more card from this deck, and it's the spirit messages. And oh, John Holland. I couldn't remember this deck. It looks like this. Spirit messages, John Holland. Okay. I'm like going, who did this? I should remember that. Okay. Ah. Well, the first card he gave us, and this kind of goes on along with it, relationships. Okay? So relationships, mirror images of your own life. Oh, okay. So how you feel and treat yourself, as well as how you react and respond to different situations and people around you. Be aware that every relationship is an opportunity for soul growth. Okay, this is perfect. This is perfect because you're a mirror. You're a mirror, and how you feel and treat yourself. I love that, as well as how you react when that hot air is coming in and how you respond. So, yeah. And if you're having a tough time, reach out. You all have someone, that you can reach out to, um, for whatever situation might be going on, any type of support, feel free to reach out to people, when you might be feeling a little overwhelmed, or any of that kind of information. That
Kind of overcome.
overcome is a great word, a
Yeah.
great word.
And
Oh,
and
and
I'm
I gotta just
hearing
one more
make
card, and then I'm done. Oh, go ahead.
I'm hearing, if you don't have somebody, make somebody. Start
Yeah.
to make that a goal. Make that something you want to manifest. So you don't find yourself caught in that I'm by myself, you
Yes.
know. So,
Yes. And then the last card that was on the bottom is find your center. Find your center. And the very last sentence says, when was the last time you checked in with yourself?
mhm.
Check in with yourself. Exactly, Kitty. If you don't feel like you have someone, find someone. Make that a priority, because that's how we raise the vibration for the collective, and we hold on in these tough times, is by supporting each other. So, absolutely, absolutely. So, again, know that there is fairy magic, fairy magic, and reach out or make new relationships if you need to, and find your center. Find your center. When was the last time I checked in with myself? Very, very, very important. Right now, right now. That's all I can say is right now. Very important. All right, I'm going to slide it over to my dear friend Kitty and let her
Well,
tell
it's
us what's in the heavens.
well, it's funny because at the top of my paper today it says Be the character in the stage of your own life is this week. Pick the role. Just like a character, you can try on different voices, different sounds. This really is about not only knowing yourself, but creating the story, the play you want to be in. um, this week overall, we have two of the most personal planets, our divine masculine and our divine feminine, in their home
Mhm.
signs. So that energy is really aligning us with this beginning energy for whatever this expansion is. And so um, I think it's a great piece of information to use that discernment. What am I going to participate? What character is going to come out on the stage this week for me to play? And have some fun with it. The stars this week are they're not in a holding pattern, but they're arranging things.
Mhm.
They're putting the little it's Tetris this week. I'm going to spend sometimes the things that are bigger picture, structure, responsibility, discipline are coming forth this week, especially in the beginning of the week. And by the end of the week, those are held more at bay. And what's the beginning of this week, Mercury, of course, came out of retrograde, but Saturn went into retrograde. And Saturn is the planet of boundaries, limitation, but it's in the vision. So it's kind of asking you internally to focus and limit what it is you want to be. How many of these things, dramas, do you want to participate in or
Mhm.
not participate in for this week? We get to
Amen.
the 7th, and the Taurus energies are really working together with that Virgo moon. So it wants to stabilize all the little pieces and keep that rock bed steady. Again, where are you going to step into it? Hi, Kat. You know, um, where are you going to step into your week this week? So, in the beginning of the week, you've got the Taurus energies coming forward and they're holding back the fire. And then we switch on the 8th, and as Taurus on that day is working in the background, the fire signs this week and the air signs step forward. Um, it's interesting because Libra is doing well with Gemini this week. It wants to balance, it wants to have that idea of justice, but it doesn't really want to play with the values that are out there. It
Mhm.
wants you to look at what your vision is, step forward this week, think about what character do I want to be. And meanwhile, in the background, Taurus is working all week to keep us stabilized in whatever expansion we're working on. By the time we get to the 10th, we have that um, moon in Libra working with our structure again, which is internal, wanting us to get the ideas of what the vision is that we want to own in justice and in truth. And that's really the big player this week, is to whatever character is about your truth and be willing to broadcast it. This is, self care is
Mhm.
what we should be building our lives around versus what we stuff in. So again, it's
Yeah,
really that
absolutely.
call. And at the end of the week, we're coming up on a Scorpio moon. So it's stepping forward with all that Taurus to transform. Because on the 13th next week, next Monday, a week from tomorrow, we have the three most personal planets all in their home sign because Mercury moves into Gemini. And
Mhm.
so it really has us lining up who we are, because there's another conversation secretly going out there with Neptune and Pluto, way out there in Uranus. They're talking to Jupiter about what we're expanding in. So they're asking us to line up personally what it is, who we want to be. So if
Like that.
when this information comes through, we're ready to go. The fact that they're in their three home signs, it's time to get some work done. It's time to get some things. Which character, what outfit do you want to wear on stage? Who do you want to be? They're stepping forward this week, and you're getting practice. That's the nice thing. It's not be there, it's practice. Try them on this week. So
I like
That's
them.
that's really our vibe. And there's magic. Obviously, you got fairy. There is
Yeah,
magic available this week, all week long. Every day there's a planet of magic that steps forward.
I like that.
So,
Gotta have the magic and the
yeah.
fairies, and I love that. All right. So I got some final cards here. Final cards. Practice moderation. I think this one is for me.
I think it's for all of us. If you're trying different
Yeah.
roles and magic,
Practice moderation. Yes. No. That is really true. Because that's another
that's
way of
that
self-care,
discernment.
right?
Yeah.
It's self-care too. And I love this one. Your beliefs are right for you.
Hmm.
And that's like exactly what Kitty was talking about. Step into it, you know. What is it you want to try on? What beliefs do you have that you're ready to, explore or,
Yeah, it's that
put out
it's
there?
it's that Tetris. What pieces am I going to put together to build from? And sometimes I'm going to try stuff on and go, no, that didn't work for me. So
Yeah. All
that's
right.
ki- that's kind of our kind of our vibe. I think next week we're going to pick up the pace.
Okay.
So this week is a great week to experiment. There's magic available, folks. Put it out there.
Oh, yeah, definitely. There
So
always is. You can always find it if you're
yes,
looking for it. So that's what I mean. Don't look at all that other crap. Don't look at the news or anything that doesn't serve you, does not keep your vibration high, does not feel good or make you feel good. Look for the magic
yeah,
instead.
because we are building to that Sagittarius full moon that's about truth and justice and freedom. So all those
Um,
lights are on what magic do you want in your life? What truths
Love it.
are yours?
Love it. Go buy some twinkle lights.
Twinkles.
I think I'm going to go buy a cotton candy machine. I was so impressed this weekend with this kid at a garage sale that put one Jolly Rancher in and made this cotton candy. And I was just like, it was magic. So I think I'm going to go buy one.
Yeah, I'm excited this week because I'm actually going back to doing some readings and catching up on things, and um,
Yeah.
it's been a quite a 8 weeks of that's not quite over, but the bigger push is over of building, cleaning, painting. Still doing some of that, but
Yeah, this non-physical, sign right there in Kitty, well, there, right
yeah,
there. Yeah, she's been getting it all that physical stuff.
yeah.
I think we've had a Freaky Friday because I haven't been as physical as I have
Right.
been more like where you're at. So maybe we swapped there for a couple of weeks or something.
It's I'm going to be 62 this year, and I thank very thankful, a lot of gratitude for having spent many years with children getting up and down, because this week everyone was looking at me like, God, you're up and down, and I'm like, yeah, I've got some muscles built from years of teaching. So
And that's funny, Kitty, because I think we talked about this before, as both of us being former teachers, that we were like, when we weren't able to get up and down and do that kind of stuff, that's when you need to retire.
yeah,
But we retired long before that, so.
yeah. Well, it's bad when you get up and the kid's grown for you. Ugh. So yeah.
Or
So
everything cracks and they think, what's going
what was that noise?
on? All right, well, we're off on a tangent now. So, anyways, love you all. Thanks for watching. That's our vibe. Hopefully, it vibes with you, even a little bit of it. And we will see you next week for Vibe of the
Enjoy the
Week.
magic this week, guys.
Oh, absolutely. Bye for now.
Aloha oi.
Aloha, oi.